So hey everyone, welcome back to the series. This series में मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ? I'm using Claude to I'm using Claude to understand these chemistry concepts. I'll later extend this to maths and physics and other subjects also. Uh, so yeah, uh, with that said, I want to start with mole concept where I left in my previous live stream. बट द प्रॉब्लम इज सिंस मैं खुद रिवाइज कर नहीं रहा हूँ इन सब चीज़ों को, तो जो पिछले के कॉन्सेप्ट्स हैं मैं वो भूल चुका हूँ. बट डजेंट मैटर, मैं अभी ये चैप्टर फिनिश करना चाहता हूँ क्योंकि मेरे को थोड़ा टाइम लगेगा ये सब सीखने के लिए. एंड इफ़ यू गाइज आर वंडरिंग, आई एम एक्चुअली 25 years old एज ए फुल टाइम सॉफ्टवेयर इंजीनियर. ये बस मैं ऐसे मस्ती के लिए कर रहा हूँ, देखने के लिए कि इफ़ कैन आई अगेन learn the things which I have already studied, and can I do it in a much more efficient way since I am a full-time programmer. तो देखते हैं अभी क्या है. I'll just have this. So I'm going to start with mole concept, which is the heart and soul of this chapter, and this will be used throughout chemistry since this is one of the basic unit. तो पढ़ते हैं क्या लिखा है इसमें. I'll just start over here. मैं कुछ इसको हटा नहीं सकता क्या? या mole concept and molar mass. Atoms and molecules are extremely small in size, and in their numbers in even a small amount of any substance is क्या लिखा है. Substance is really very large. To handle such large number, a unit convenient magnitude is required. So just as we denote 1 dozen for 12 items, score for 20, gross for 144, use the idea of mole to count entities at microscopic level. The SI unit of mole is MOL. ठीक है. The mole and 1 mole contains 6.022 times 10 to the power 23 atoms. This number is called Avogadro's constant. And it is represented as Na. ठीक है. तो subscript मैं लिख नहीं पाऊंगा यहाँ पे, so I'm just keeping this as Na for my reference. Okay. When expressed in unit per mole and is okay. Unit per mole मतलब अगर मोल नीचे आएगा तो उसको, and it's called Avogadro's number. The amount of substance symbol is the measure of number of specific elementary elements. A molecule can be ion, electron, or any other particle of a specified group. It may be emphasized that mole of a substance always contains the same number of entities no matter what the substance may be. The mass of carbon-12 atom was determined by mass spectrometer and found to be equal to 1.9924. Knowing that 1 mole of carbon weighs 12 gram, the number of atom in it is equal to, okay, ये क्या है ये बता रहा है, I'll just remove this, I don't want to. The mass of carbon 12, so how this number was calculated. So mass of carbon 12, which is equal to 1.992648 times 10 to the power minus 23 grams, and we know 1 mole of carbon is equal to 12 gram. So the number of atoms, 12 gram by mole of C12 divided by mass of 1 carbon 12 is equal to ये कैसे कैलकुलेट हो, द नंबर ऑफ एटम इन इट इज इक्वल टू 12, अच्छा ये 12 इज एक्चुअली कार्बन 12, मैं सोच रहा हूँ कि यहाँ पे 12 कैसे आ गया, which means x atom, तो x atom equal to 12 by 12 gram per mole. ओके, ग्राम पर मोल, ठीक है, 12 ग्राम, and I'm gonna use this जिससे कि मेरे को यूनिट्स का भी पता लग जाए, ठीक है, यहाँ पे आ जाएगा 12 ग्राम्स, यहाँ पे मोल आ गया टाइम्स 1.992648 times 10 to the power minus 23 ग्राम्स, तो यहाँ से ग्राम्स कैंसिल हो जाएगा, मोल ऊपर जाएगा। क्लॉड से पूछते हैं क्या ये मेरी अंडरस्टैंडिंग करेक्ट है क्या, सो I'll ask क्लॉड, is my understanding correct? Your understanding is correct. Confirming the setup was right. 1 कार्बन एटम का वेट इतना होता है, तो 12 grams is considered as 1 mole, तो उसमें x एटम होंगे, since this is mole we write per mole, 12 grams per mole. ओके ठीक है, फिर नेक्स्ट क्या है, the number of entities in 1 mole is so important that it is given a separate name and symbol. It is known as Avogadro's constant, which is equal to 6.022 times 10 to the power minus 23. No, okay, times 10 to the power 23. So the out so the uh, result is 6.022 times 10 to the power 23 mole. Is that the unit? Because from denominator it goes to the numerator. But the unit is actually per mole, not just mole. Okay, 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 okay. तो ये ऊपर नहीं आएगा, इसको हम लिखेंगे per mole, which is I can just write this as by mole. Per mole. One mole of sodium chloride contains 6 formula unit. So here formula unit का word इसलिए यूज किया क्योंकि sodium chloride exists as NaCl. Having defined the mole, it's easier to know the mass of 1 mole of a substance of a constant. The mass of 1 mole of a substance is gram, is called molar mass. क्या है? The mass of 1 mole of a substance represented in gram is called molar mass. ठीक है. So it's they're saying what is molar mass? The mass of 1 mole of a substance in gram is called its molar mass. तो मैं इससे क्लॉड से पूछता हूँ. सो मोलार mass is the mass of some element of neither. Molar mass is mass of in mole represented in gram. Let's tighten the wording so that it's precise enough for your notes. Molar mass, the mass of exactly 1 mole of substance expressed in grams. So the precise phrasing is the mass of 1 mole of substance, not just because molar mass is fixed. Okay, 1 mole of carbon is 12 grams. Molar mass of, तो इसमें difference क्या हुआ? Is only the units. So this is the mass of one carbon atom. No. So 12 gram per mole is not the mass of, it's the mass of 6.002 combined. The mass of just one carbon is, भाई उस टाइम भी मेरे को ये कंफ्यूजिंग लग रहा है, अभी भी कंफ्यूजिंग लग रहा है. Why we use molar mass instead of individual atom? No, my doubt is if 1 mole carbon is 12 grams, why need molar mass which is 12 grams per mole? Don't they mean this? Good question. It's actually a subtle same number different meaning situation. Okay, let's unpack. You're right that numerically 1 mole of same number, but they're stating two different kind of, is a specific fact or statement. It's describing one particular amount exactly and telling you its mass in gram. Is a conversion rate by ratio property of carbon. It's not describing one fixed amount. It's a rate saying for every 1 mole you get 12 grams no matter how many moles you have. What? The key difference, think of it like speed. I traveled 100 kilometers in 1 hour is a specific fact about one trip. Is a specific, is a rate. It tells how to calculate distance for any time. So why do we need as a separate concept? Because it's the tool gram per mole ratio that lets you convert between gram and mole for any quantity, not just exactly 1 mole. यार क्या है भाई ये सब. ठीक है, बाद में देखेंगे. मैं ज़्यादा टाइम स्पेंड करना नहीं चाहता. आई जस्ट वांट टू जंप इनटू न्यूमेरिकल्स. Percentage composition. So far we were dealing with numbers of entities present in a given sample, but many of our time information regarding the percentage of particular element in the compound is required. Suppose an unknown or new compound is given to you. The first question is you would ask is what is the formula or what are its constituents and what ratio are they present in the given compound. For known compound also such information, given sample contains the same percentage as elements. One can check the purity of it by analyzing the data. Let us understand it by taking the example of water. Since water contains hydrogen and oxygen, the percentage composition, mass percentage, mass of the element in the compound, molar mass of the compound, grams per mole. Okay, molar mass is grams per mole. So H2O का मास हो जाएगा 18 grams and molar mass is 18 grams per mole times 100. What? Oh, okay, mass of the element in the compound. So 2 atoms times 1 by 18. तो इसका एक डाउट है, तो ये सिंस परसेंटेज है तो कोई यूनिट वूनिट होगा नहीं, बट ऐसे कैसे है? दिस इज ग्राम पर मोल, so molar mass is grams per mole. This is percentage, so no unit, but still is the mass of element in grams per mole. Because this is a common point of confusion. अबे यार, एक तो ये भाई ढंग से जनरेट भी नहीं करेंगे, क्या है ये? The mass percentage of element is equal to mass of the element in the compound divided by. Key point must be in the same unit so they can give a pure percentage. Since molar mass is in gram per mole, must also be expressed. Elements are present in 1 mole of compound. So for water, are in grams per mole. तो मैंने भी तो यही बोला था, they cancel and leave the percentage out. तो जब यहाँ पे लिखा है this is going to be in mass of the element in the compound, so wording should be molar mass of the element in the. तो मैं इसको ना क्या करूँ, स्क्रीनशॉट ही देता हूँ, तो मैं बोलूँगा ये वर्डिंग ही गलत हुआ ना फिर. So this should be molar mass of the element in grams per mole. Good catch, but the textbook wording mass of the element is correct as written. It's not incorrect. Let me clarify exactly, because it's easy to overthink this. Mass of element in a compound means take 1 mole of the compound as ask of that 1 mole total mass how much comes from this particular element. So everything is in moles, huh? Grams per mole. So I should assume everything. Assume everything is in grams per mole. Yes, for this specific formula which holds, don't overgeneralize this to every chemistry calculation. Not everything in chemistry is, for example, mass of single sample. That's just gram, not gram per mole. Amount, not per mole rate. Is this quantity describing an actual amount I've measured, or it's a rate per ratio per mole? If it's rate, then molar mass or mass of element per mole of compound. ठीक है, तो ये बोल रहे हैं mass percentage of an element. So you know water का molar mass is 1 mole. So can you So let us take one more example. What's the percentage of in ethanol? अरे भाई, उस टाइम इथेनॉल सुन के लगता नहीं था कि ये इतनी बड़ी मुसीबत बन जाएगी लोगों की ज़िंदगी में. इथेनॉल C2H5OH. Okay, so we have 2 carbon atoms, 6 hydrogen and 1 oxygen. इसका मैं खुद से करता हूँ, ठीक है, जितना भी अभी मैंने सीखा है ना. तो मोलार मास मैं लूँगा 2 times 12 plus 6 times 1 plus 1 times 16, 24 plus 6 plus 16, 46 grams per mole. ठीक है, तो इसमें मास परसेंटेज, सो हाइड्रोजन इज कंट्रीब्यूटिंग हाउ मच, सो द मास percentage of carbon equal to 2 times 12 by 46. अच्छा मतलब ओके, इट्स वेरी सिंपल. मैं पता नहीं क्यों ओवर कॉम्प्लिकेट कर रहा हूँ इसको. सिंपल मैथ्स है भाई, ये केमिस्ट्री से रिलेटेड ही नहीं है. चलो आप समझ में आ गया. यू टेक हाउ मेनी एलिमेंट्स आर देयर इन द कंपाउंड, उसका टोटल मोलार मास बाय मोलार मास ऑफ द कंपाउंड टाइम्स 100. तो तभी मैं एक बार चेक करता हूँ. तो 24/46 इंटू 100 मास परसेंटेज ऑफ हाइड्रोजन हमारा आता है 6 टाइम 1/46 इंटू 100 विच इज़ 6/46 इंटू 100. और फिर ऑक्सीजन का आ जाता है 1 टाइम्स 16/46 इंटू 100. इसको सिंप्लीफाई करता हूँ मैं. 12 divided by 23. I'll use a calculator भाई. This is example of brain atrophy. If you don't use your brain, it loses its ability. 12 times नहीं क्या था, 12 divided by 23 times 100. 52% लेते हैं, ठीक है. कार्बन का 52% आ रहा है मेरा. हाइड्रोजन का देखते हैं 6 divided by 46, 13%. और ऑक्सीजन का आ रहा है 16 divided by 46, 34%. So this should all add up to, चलो 99%. मैं इतना प्रिसाइज ले नहीं रहा हूँ वैल्यूज ना. 52%, 13%, 34%. After understanding the calculation of percent of mass, let us now see information that can be obtained. Okay, empirical formula and ये सब बाद में देखेंगे भाई. जी है भाई, आज बहुत दिमाग लगा दिया. ठीक है, thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out. GG's.